Hey guys, today we are on our way to go check out Medley at Sommers Bend. These are homes by Woodside Homes, which is actually one of my favorite builders to show because it absolutely wows clients. Their design is modern and it's something that everybody loves. So I know you're gonna love it when we walk inside the model homes. I can't wait to show them to you. But here at Sommers Bend, this is a fantastic community that offers a ton of features. There are 8 miles of walking trails around here, 181 acres of protected open space here in the area. Location-wise, we are actually located just a few minutes, about 5 minutes away from some of the top wineries in the area, so location is fantastic. As far as other amenities go here inside of Sommers Bend, you've actually got an HOA that covers area maintenance, as well as a clubhouse that features multiple pools, a fitness center, an area called the barn that you can rent out for events and gatherings. It's an awesome looking clubhouse. You'll check out photos of that, as well as a community sports park that features multiple baseball and softball fields in a full turf soccer field. There's tons to do here. It may be a little bit higher on the price side for HOA, but the amenities absolutely make it worth it. I can't wait to show it to you. Let's go check it out. Hey guys, I'm Andrew Lewis, your local Temecula Valley realtor, here today to walk you through the newest community inside of Sommers Bend, Medley. This is by Woodside Homes. It's an amazing community with a great starter price point for Temecula Valley homes. You've got a 1.6% tax rate, which is in the mid to high range for the homes here, as well as a $240 a month HOA, which is on the higher side for Temecula, but as we'll discuss, has a ton of amenities. There's 3 models that we'll walk through here from 1,800 square feet and up, 3 bedrooms and up. Can't wait to show them to you. Let's check them out. First up is the Plan 1. This is the smallest of all the floor plans here. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 1,837 square feet. Let's head inside and check it out. Welcome inside the Plan 1. For my favorite feature here, you need to look up. I love the tall ceilings that we have here right in the entryway that allow people that are upstairs to actually look straight down to the entry and see exactly who's just walked in. My next favorite feature here is actually inside of one of the upstairs guest bedrooms. It's this little nook space right here. It's awesome for a study space or maybe a vanity. You name it, you've got it, but it's an extra space that most bedrooms don't feature. Next up, let's explore the Plan number 2, which is 2,170 square feet, 3 or 4 bedroom option if you don't want it to be an office, and 2.5 bathrooms. I'll meet you inside to show you just some of my favorite features. Welcome inside the Plan 2. You walk straight into what is one of my favorite features of this home is the open concept of the downstairs. You've got a well-defined living space, dining space, and kitchen space, but no matter where you are downstairs, you are absolutely included in everything that's going on. into the primary suite. This is actually one of my favorite spots inside this entire house. The primary suite here actually takes up the entire width of this whole house. There is tons of natural light. Check it out. Next up is the Plan 3. This is a 3 to 4 bedroom, depending on the option that you choose, 2,442 square feet with a loft and 3 bathrooms. I'll meet you inside. Welcome inside the Plan 3. One of my favorite features inside this home is something that actually all of my clients comment as we bring them through this model. Come check it out. There is actually a dog area right underneath the stairs. It used to be an upgrade feature, but is now actually included as a standard feature inside this home. Welcome to the upstairs to one of my favorite features inside of this Plan 3 is this amazing loft space. It's not too large that it's wasted space, but perfect enough to have an entertainment space for kids to play games, watch TV, and enjoy time on their own. So that's it for the beautiful home tours. I'm sure you would agree for the homes, Medley at Sommers Bend. Now let's actually get into the nitty gritty. Let's get you some actual details about the community, what to expect when living here, and all of the details in between. So when it comes to the amenities, that is a huge, huge win for the Sommers Bend community. And whether you're a part of Medley or Upton or Canvas, any of those communities, you actually get to take advantage of all of the amenities within Sommers Bend. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the amenities are awesome. You actually get access to a public sports park with multiple baseball and softball fields. There's basketball courts, as well as a full turf soccer field, and you will see events happening there all throughout the weekend. And as a community resident, you get access to those for your own personal use. Alongside that, you've got 8 miles of walking trails throughout the community. So if you are a walker, Sommers Bend is a great community for you. There are amazing sights to see because there's 181 acres of protected, undeveloped land in and around the community. So as you go on those walks through those trails, you get to experience a ton of that. And while you're in the city of Temecula, you actually feel and get to experience some of the great outdoors and some of the undeveloped land, which is what Temecula really hung its hat on in the early days before it got fully developed. So Sommers Bend gets to kind of throw back to the original style Temecula with some actual open and undeveloped land that you get to experience. Now you also have the clubhouse area that has multiple pools. It has conference rooms, a coffee bar area. You've also got some space that you can rent out for events called the barn. There's a fitness center. You name it, it's got it. It's a great community feature, and it's right smack dab in the middle of the community. So whichever neighborhood you move into within the Sommers Bend community, you've got pretty quick access to those amenities as well. Now let's talk schools. So Temecula, as you probably know from our channel, is known for its high-ranked schools, and it's a highly desirable school district. And with Sommers Bend community, you still get access to those amazing Temecula schools. So the assigned schools are Rancho Elementary, Margarita Middle School, and Temecula Valley High School. You can look up the rankings for each of those as they're consistently changing. You can check those out on greatschools.org. That will give you a 1 through 10 ranking on each one of those schools and stack them up against other schools in the area. But each of those is one of the top schools in the area with great ratings. So I would have no concerns as far as the schools go here in the Sommers Bend community. Now, I'm sure you've been curious about what the actual home prices are for these, and I'm always a little hesitant to say on these videos because they're ever changing, especially with a new build community. So keep in mind that as a new build community is built out, it's built in different phases. And so that means they'll release a block of 10 homes at a time, and they'll sell through those. And then the next phase they'll release another 10. As we mentioned, there's 81 home sites here within Medley, so they are continually releasing phases. Now, a little thing that happens with each of those phase releases is there is typically a $5,000 to $10,000 price increase with every single phase. So it is important, if you're looking for new construction, just as a little side tip, that you actually get into a new construction build early on in the process. The sooner, the better. There's some disadvantages there. You have to deal with some construction and traffic for a longer period of time than the rest of the residents. But if you buy in one of the first few phases, you're guaranteed to have one of the lowest price homes in the entire community, and you'll build equity very quickly. But let's get to the prices. For the Plan 1, $615,000 as of the recording of today's video. And again, keep in mind that could go up for future phase releases. For Plan 2, $669,000, and for Plan 3, $701,000. So those prices are subject to change. There are lot premiums that can be put onto different lots based off of the size, the location, if there's a view or some sort of different elevation above other areas. So keep that in mind. Those are just base prices. They come with absolutely no upgrades. Now let's dig into upgrades. When it comes to a new construction home, this is probably the #1 thing that buyers are not aware of. We just toured some beautiful model homes, and you're probably going, of course, the furniture in there is staging. It's not going to look that beautiful. Each of those homes features many upgrades that are not included in the base price of the home. And actually, some of them are even designer upgrades that aren't even offered by the builder. So I always tell buyers when they come into a new construction community, let's check out the model homes, but really all we're looking for is, do you like the floor plan? Let's check that out. The homes are beautiful. Don't let the beautiful design and all of the upgrades sway your opinion. Let's make sure we just absolutely love the floor plan. And my next piece of advice is that we actually go see a home that is under construction and near the completion of the build. That gives you the best possible view of what your home would actually look like. Because keep in mind, as you're seeing beams on ceilings and light fixtures and countertops and backsplashes, all of that, a lot of those are upgrades that aren't included in that base price. And again, some of them may not even be available. So keep that in mind. Go check out one of the ones that's mostly built. You'll get to see what it looks like with white walls, with the actual cabinetry that the builder offers, with the actual countertops that the builder offers, and maybe some of the upgrades that the owner chose. Now, when it comes to choosing those upgrades, the builder will allow you to upgrade those. You can upgrade appliance packages, you can upgrade to different countertops, you can upgrade to different light fixtures. as you walk through each model home and as we tour it with you, we'll actually walk through a list of what's included and what's not, what's designer and what can be actually upgraded. So we'll walk through each of those to give you a realistic idea of what's there. But keep in mind that when you're looking at those base prices that we just discussed, if you want any sort of upgrade, it is going to be an additional cost, and the builder is going to add that on. So typically when you buy a new construction home, you go to a design center and you pick out all of the finishings and fixtures that you're looking for, and they give you a price total at the end of that. So keep that in mind as you're looking at those prices. If you loved the model home and you want it to look like that, you're definitely going to be tacking on some dollars to make it look anywhere close to the models. Another important thing to note is when you're buying a new construction home in Southern California, it is actually now a requirement that solar be installed on that home. So you'll have two different options when it comes to actually identifying how you'd like to have that solar handled. Number one is a lease. That is a fixed monthly payment for the panels to be on your roof. It's for a fixed period of time, and you're going to have a fixed monthly payment. And most likely that's not going to actually cover your entire electric bill, especially with new construction. Solar companies actually have strict regulations that do not allow them to build more than what the home could potentially handle. So they don't want you overproducing with your solar panels. So as new construction in general, you're going to get a limited number of panels that will likely be a supplement to your actual electrical bill. If you choose to add on panels later, you can contact the actual solar company to add panels as you go, and that will increase the actual lease payment for you. The other side of things you can do is you can actually purchase those solar panels, and that's a great option when it comes to new construction because you can actually take the purchase price of those panels and roll it into the purchase price of the home, which means you can use a traditional mortgage to actually finance those panels, which when it comes to adding panels later on, you cannot actually roll that into your mortgage. So that's just something to keep in mind, that purchase is a good option because you can throw it into the purchase price, put that over 30 years with a lower interest rate than you would normally get even through a normal solar company making a purchase outside of the actual initial install. So you'll have to choose between a lease or a purchase. What makes the most sense for you? You'll have to run those numbers. So that's it for our breakdown of the Medley community at Sommers Bend by Woodside Homes. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous community, great homes, great design. I'm sure you probably loved checking out those model homes. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Feel free to leave a comment below. Any questions you have about moving to the Temecula Valley, about Temecula, Temecula schools, new construction in Temecula, we would love to answer those questions for you, and we promise to get to you right away. If not, you can feel free to call us as well, and we'd be happy to answer any other questions. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. We love to feature the Temecula Valley, all that's going on here, what to expect, new businesses coming in, so make sure you hit that button so you don't miss out. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.